We know, Rachel, you're tracking the latest on the looming government shutdown. Lawmakers are scrambling to put together a deal to keep the government running.
Yes, Michael, the shutdown seems all but certain at this point. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is now scrambling, trying to put a last-ditch effort on the floor to fund the government, but his own members are standing in the way. This morning, with no deal in sight, millions of Americans preparing to go without pay, just one day out from a government shutdown. But House Speaker Kevin McCarthy can't even unite his own party. He rejected a bipartisan plan from the Senate to keep the government funded, telling his own members if they vote for his proposal today, he'll add measures to increase border security. Those holdouts not backing down, threatening to oust him as Speaker. Do you believe McCarthy has the votes if he puts that CR on the floor tomorrow?
No, he doesn't.
It will fail.
Yeah.
McCarthy firing back.
Why would they side with Biden on an open border when we have an opportunity to do something about it? Are they doing it for that reason? Are they doing it for personal reasons? Chaos.
The impact would stretch far beyond the border. 4 million government workers could lose a paycheck. 7 million mothers could lose federal assistance to feed their families. And the reality is, not funding the government would only create more challenges at the border, leaving 20,000 Border Patrol officers without pay. Federal funds assisting local communities could be halted.
That means that we're going to have to put more people on overtime. It's a national security threat.
Border communities like Laredo, Texas, already weighing emergency declarations, struggling with a surge of migrants.
If that shuts down, then it'll be a total disruption and chaos.
Senate Democrats calling McCarthy's sudden demands for border security too little too late.
If we need to put on the table some border security measures, we should take the next 2 months to figure out exactly what that is, rather than throwing something together in an afternoon and jamming it into this bill.
So this morning, McCarthy is in a box, at sharp odds with the Senate's top Republican.
Shutting down the government is a choice, and it's a choice that would make the crisis at our southern border even worse.
And facing a revolt from his own members.
Is that a failure of leadership, the fact that Republicans didn't start this process sooner? We are now down to the wire here, and we're still going through this.
Yes, it is a failure of leadership.
What Republicans have been focused on, launching an impeachment inquiry into President Biden, holding a 6-hour hearing, alleging he benefited from his son Hunter Biden's business dealings as vice president. But even their own witnesses testified there's no evidence of that.
I do not believe that the current evidence would support articles of impeachment. That is something that an inquiry has to establish. But I also do believe that the House has passed the threshold for an impeachment inquiry into the conduct of President Biden.
At this point, it doesn't appear to be a question of if there will be a government shutdown, but more of a question of how long will it last. There will be growing pressure on those Republican holdouts to try to work with Democrats to get something across the finish line, but they only appear to be digging in. Michael.
Yeah, it seemed to be the case, Rachel, unfortunately. Thank you so much for that.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.